Good morning everybody, welcome back to Hiking the Wainwrights. Lovely to have you here, as always. Now, I'm afraid I've got a little bit of bad news for you. Finn's not with me today, and I know before you leave in disgust, you've got me. What more do you want? No? Okay, how about then views for days? Today is Walla Crag Day. A very exciting day, one I've been looking forward to for a long time because of these views. Absolutely mind-blowingly gorgeous views. So I've parked up in Great Wood and I'm actually taking the path up that Alfred Wainwright recommends you do on the southern side of Cat Gill. So Cat Gill's just down here, and the first port of call is actually Walla Crag. Not far at all. Walla Crag is just up here. After Walla Crag, I'm going to head up towards what I call the infinite swamp of despair. Let's go and have a look at the map and see the full route. So from Great Wood Car Park, I've headed up to the south side of Cat Gill, and now it's a steep pull up to Falcon Crag. Then it's just a gentle stroll across to the first Wainwright of the day, Walla Crag. After spending some time marvelling at the incredible views, I'm going to make my way up to the next fell of the day, Bleaberry Fell, where I'll get some excellent views out to the east. From here the going gets a little tougher as I cross the infinite swamp of despair, up to High Seat, which is actually the final fell of the day. From here I'm going to be heading back down into the valley towards the iconic Ashness Bridge. From here it's a very picturesque walk back down towards Great Wood and the car park, and then go and get a well-earned pint. Ooh, that's slippy. So that's where we're going. Hopefully the views will make up for the lack of Finn. Weather looks superb. It's supposed to be this all day, sun, a little bit of cloud, but on the way in there were the most beautiful inversions along Windermere and Thirlmere. So I was thinking, yes, Derwent will have them as well. Not a sausage, all gone. But that's okay, we'll get the views. That's what matters above all else, never mind the photographs. Right, let's get up there. So the main reason why Wainwright recommends coming on this side of Cat Gill is because of these views and the lack of trees, because obviously there's a lot of trees there. Walking up on that side, you're in the woods. You don't get this until you get to the top. Wow. But that in itself presents another hazard. Because there are no trees, there are no tree roots to bind the soil together. So the ground is really loose and crumbly and quite difficult to walk on. So that is something you need to be mindful of if you're coming this route. Try not to look at that too much, which is the whole point of coming this way really, but it is a distraction. And we've got the tiniest little bit of snow and all the tip tops of the fells. Skinner's got a little bit on there, Grisdale Pike a tiny bit, and up onto Crag Hill a little bit more. Oh, that's nice, just broken out into the sunshine for the first time today. Lovely, a little bit of heat in it, because it is actually cold today. It's about 0 degrees in the valley, but it is going to climb to round about 9 to 11 degrees. So yeah, it should feel quite nice. Oh, I'm loving it. So we are actually approaching Falcon Crag, which is just up here. And Falcon Crag affords this wonderful vantage point of Walla Crag with Skidder in the background. As the fell levels off, we get our first glimpse of Bleaberry Fell. That's where we'll be a little bit later on. But first, we've got to get across to Walla Crag, over there via this very handy little path. Now, if you're a little bit of a Star Wars fan, you'll recognise Derwent as being the location of a couple of scenes in the film Star Wars The Force Awakens. There's a scene where the Millennium Falcon actually flies round Walla Crag, and then a whole bunch of X-Wing fighters skim across the top of Derwent. Right, this is the top of Cat Gill. So the one we crossed further down that little bridge. Lovely. Oh, it's an interesting one. Here we go, approaching the summit of Walla Crag. And as you can see, a lot of people come here. And I think it's clear to see why. Look at this. Utterly breathtaking. I could actually sit up there for hours and just forget about this whole walk and just enjoy that view all day. But that's just one Wainwright ticked off. Got 2 more to go. So let's get up to Bleaberry Fell and check out the view from there, because it opens up even more out to the east. Let's go. So luckily, because it's a clear day today, I can see the route all the way up to this little crag here, and then up onto the summit of Bleaberry Fell. And the skylarks are out in force today. Love it. Back across Cat Gill once more. So far spirits are very high because of this beautiful sunshine and blue sky. I mean, it's rubbish for pictures, but like I said before, it's soul enriching. And as you can see, this is a really good path I'm on at the moment, leading up to Bleaberry Fell. Nice and solid, move quickly along it, but a bit further up, well, certainly beyond Bleaberry, it's not like this at all. But this would be a lovely path to walk up in August. All of this is heather, so it's all pinky purple, beautiful. There's definitely something missing here though, isn't there? A little white thing, a little white 4-legged thing, and also here, kind of missing here, getting under my feet all the time. There's a nice little knoll here. Doesn't have a name on the map, but it's just above Brown Knots. Yeah, it looks nice. If I could be bothered to go up there, but I can't, so I won't. Oh, it's so lovely to have a blue sky day. I mean, a completely blue sky day. I can't remember the last time it was like this, without a cloud in sight. Actually, now I say that, there are clouds in sight. But lovely. Feels very spring-like, even though I'm seeing little patches of ice on the ground here. Hey, Israelis. You get that feeling of being watched. While I'm on this slow trudge up to Bleaberry Fell, I thought I'd take this opportunity to say thank you very much and welcome to all the new subscribers. I know that a lot of you have come for the wild camping because you've seen the camp videos recently and you're probably wondering, what the hell is this rubbish? I'm not interested in this, I came for the camping. Don't worry, there will be more camping videos coming up. So I've got plans to do some wild camps on the Hiking the Wainwrights series as well, just to split some of these walks up. I'm also going to take this opportunity now, while the path is fairly steady and I can breathe and walk and talk, to remind you about the photograph that's on the screen right now. This is a time-limited offer of this print, and it's only going to be available for the duration of this season. So as soon as I finish season 3, I will never print this photograph again. So if you head over to blackcrag.uk/limited editions, you can get yours before time runs out. And every penny I make from these photographs goes straight back into making these videos and supporting the channel, and inching me ever closer to that point where I can just switch off these flipping annoying adverts. So far the walk up here has been fairly steady away, but as you get close to the summit, and you can see this on the map, it gets a little bit steeper, the contours get a little bit closer together, so I think I'm gonna dig in now and get up there. I'll see you at the top. Oh, this is a cheeky pull. All right, here we are on the summit of Bleaberry Fell, and as promised, excellent views out towards the eastern fells now. I can actually see High Rig down there, which is where I was last week with Finn. I wonder how many of you guys are over there right now. And so, at this point, we can see the next challenge of the day, High Seat over there, which is going to take me across the first section of the infinite swamp of despair. Oh, this should be interesting. Might lose me boots. Right, come on, Finn. Oh. So far, it's not so bad. Oh, nearly. Where to? Oh, not too bad. I think don't even bother coming here without waterproof boots or shoes. Preferably boots, because they'll be higher up. You just end up miserable with wet feet, and there's nothing worse. But hey, you know, August, like I said, this will be stunning. So I'm about halfway betwixt the two hills now. I'm right in the swamp, or certainly the first section of it. About another 3/4 of a kilometre to go before I get to the summit. I can just make out the trig point on there. You probably can't see it on this camera. Lovely. Look at Helvellyn. Wow. Uh-oh. I need to figure this one out. This is just all swamp, so I might have to go around the edge here. As you can see, this bit is going to be a living hell. Well, I mean, that looks pretty obvious there, doesn't it? But then where? How about here? Again. Oh, onto that rock there, look. Oh, God, look at that. I'm just sinking. Let's get onto there. And then get onto this bit. Is that a rock there? I think it is, isn't it? But I don't think I can reach that. Oh, I did it. Back down in the peat hags. I've just cornered myself here. I think I have. Let's go back. Whew. That was a loose rock. But fortunately, there are a lot of rocks around. All right, finally across the lower ground between the two hills and heading up towards High Seat now. I was just trying to work out why I'm going to get over this fence, but there's a little stile here. Yeah, the stiles here seem to be much sturdier than the ones that are on the far eastern fells. They were real death traps. All right, where am I going? It's not immediately obvious where to go. I can see the path there, just going around this little outcrop of rock, but how do I get there? I'm going to go up a little bit, I think, and back down. See how we get on with that idea. To that rock, here. Please don't sink. Boom. Boom. What am I doing? Why am I going straight through that? Okay, that's where I'm going, just there, look, little path. Oh, don't want to go there. Another little puzzle to do. I think I'm going to try and go down those rocks there, then onto, hopefully, onto that one. And hopefully that's one as well. Oh, it moved. Oh, that was cheeky. Oh, that was close. Nearly lost me boot. Every now and then, when you least expect it, your foot goes right down. That horrible flash of panic, like, am I going to be able to pull my foot back out? Is my boot going to come off? How the hell do I get home then? But the end, thankfully, is in sight. See a couple of peeps up there by the trig point. Another dodgy section. Is it that bad? It doesn't appear to be that bad. I don't want to go down that way, that looks horrendous. So I think what I'm going to do is double back onto here and go a bit further up and around. Oh, jeepers. Oh, it's getting bad. This stuff isn't too bad, it's this stuff. See? Let's just go a little bit further up again. Here we go. Here we go. We're on. I mean, it might not look so bad, really, but it's definitely taxing. It's not easy walking. Okay, just a final pull up to the summit here. Probably about 5 minutes walk. Let's do it. All right, here we are on a summit of high seat. See Thirlmere down there now. You see a man having a wee down there now. Beautiful view out towards the Dodds. That's Great Dodd in the background there, and Clough Head. And wow, Casticam through the gap between Helvellyn and something. Wonderful. But that is section 1 of the ISOD Infinite Swamp of Despair done. Do yourself a favour and do that either on a dry day like today, or better still, a really cold, frosty day, icy day, so it's all frozen. That'll be much better. And also do yourself another favour and don't do this section between High Seat and High Tove. I'm not doing it. That's me done now. I'm heading down to Ashness Bridge and back in. I'll be hitting High Tove from a completely different angle, coming up from Thirlmere, hitting it and going off towards Armboth. So cutting out this hideous section here. Why not? So I think what I'm going to do is stop, have a look around, take it all in a little bit, maybe get some snack, because I feel like I need a bit of a boost. All right, making my way back down to Ashness Bridge now. It got really cold up there, really cold. Wind got up a little bit and my hands, well, I mean, look at them. Yeah, it's definitely a cold day, beautiful day, but cold. I mean, that is a fantastic summit. It really is absolutely wonderful in terms of views, because you get some very unique views from there actually, like Casticam. So now it's a nice leisurely walk back into the valley. Now, the idea is I'm going to go and try and pick up the path that runs right along the waterfalls, because I think that'll be quite nice to look at. Definitely don't want to be going straight across there, so let's head this way. Slightly drier. Across the swamp, through the old broken down wall. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. And if you're enjoying this season so far and you're not already subscribed, why not do so? Because there's a lot of videos to come. And I think if you're enjoying this one, you should enjoy the rest. And all the ones I've done already. What a view. lovely. I love it up here. This rock is really grippy as well, so you can skip from one to another. Oh, this is a nice little lump. A cute little cairn here. So we've got the views of Derwent back again now. That's great, and we can see Bassenford there in the background. And we've got Grange Village here, Grange Fell just over here. King's How, wonderful little hill. Really looking forward to getting on there actually in just a few weeks. And finally, we're getting a view back over towards Falcon Crag, and you can just make out a little bit of Walla Crag behind it. But now we're dropping down towards Ashness Gill, just here. It gets a little bit steeper, and it's at that point that we'll be able to see the waterfall. So yeah, not far now. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so from this little lump here, we can see where the waterfall is. We just see the top of it there, and it drops down out of sight. So I'll take this little path here and get down there, but I can see Ashness Bridge all the way down there now, and I think it's quite busy. It's just an absolutely marvellous view. I mean, to be honest with you, you don't even need to do all this walk. If you're not bothered about bagging Wainwrights or anything like that, you just want to enjoy this view, you can go where I went this morning to Walla Crag, or just walk up here from Ashness Bridge. Just head up the hill, you can see the path very clearly, and get to this point here. Probably take you 45 minutes maybe, at a steady pace, and you get this. And trust me when I say this, it's better with the eyes than it is in this camera. Oh, isn't that lovely? The sound of running water. So therapeutic, and also makes you really thirsty. It's been a weird day. Hot, cold, sweating, cold. Oh, lovely, look at it. So this is just before we get to the main waterfall. Cascades down a little bit here, and then it's going to drop off just here. So let's carry along with the path and get below it and look back up at it. Look at this view. Honestly, have you seen a path better than this? There aren't many. Wow. Getting close to Ashness Bridge now, but look at the light over there now in the west. Causey Pike and Crag Hill. There's a lot more cloud cover now, and it's at this time, maybe not this time of day because it's a bit early yet. It's probably around midday actually, and the sun's really high and white and horrible, but it's this kind of cloud cover that yields the fantastic photographs. The ones where it's mostly shadow and you get a little bit of light on a crag or a flank of a hill. Oh, I mean, look at it. Beautiful. Oh, I'm definitely going to end up my ass down here. It's getting steep and it's really wet and soggy. I end up skidding right past these people, watch. Okay, from this lower slope I can actually make out a little bit of a trod going up there, up the gill, Ashness Gill, towards the waterfall. So yeah, if you wanted to go and have a look at the waterfall, you could do it from this point and head up. I think dropping down off the top onto it is just nuts. Now I'm lower down, it's red hot. Once again, a little bit like last week, I've got my thermal layer on, t-shirt, and this hoodie. I'm so hot. Nice to have a dip in there actually, wouldn't it? To be honest with you, I'm already thinking about that pint. Oh, well, this is lovely. I love it when the gorse comes out. That bright yellow, beautiful. Just makes you happy. Okay, just getting down to Ashness Bridge here. Very, very famous bridge. If you're not familiar with it at all, I think you'll know it when you see it. It's been photographed to death. Classic photograph, actually. And for good reason, it's beautiful. Let me show you. Let's walk betwixt the gorse without snagging myself, perforating myself. Ouch, 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 ouch. Yep, that hurt. So you'll recognise this probably from a lot of photographs It's a great composition. Where these people are here, I'll go down to there. But you can see the bridge. You've got these incredible silver birch everywhere. And of course, Skidder in the background. Wonderful. Let me show you something else that not a lot of people know about. So you've got the car park here, but let me show you a view that'll blow your mind. So you walk into the National Trust car park, into Strutter Wood. Walk out the back of the car park, up here. I say, not many people know about it. Big fireplace. It's got a similar view to Surprise View, which is further along here, but without the crowds. Is it? Incredible. And I mean, you park just here. Whoa, that was close. It's so easy to get to, but you die on your way down. Whoa, don't want to slipping down that. Right, let's get through the car park, over the bridge, about 2 kilometres back, and then go and get a pint. Alrighty, here we go. I think this is the path. Let's have a look. Great Wood. 1¼ miles, 55 minutes. It better not be 55 minutes. Okay, here's a fork. Turn right, go back to Walla Crag. We don't want that. Steep climb, look. We want Great Wood. It has gone from what felt like a winter's day up on high seat, icy wind, patches of ice on the ground, to full-on, full-blown summer's day. It's so hot. Let's push on down this beautiful path. It doesn't even feel like I'm in England anymore. It feels a little bit, well, just not England, just hot, somewhere hot. Cute. Okay, almost right back where I started, just about to go over Catgill across that beautiful little bridge. So I really hope you've enjoyed this walk. As always, the route is in the description below. And if you're interested in any of this gear that I'm using, by the way, photographic gear, walking gear, and camping gear, there's a link to my gear in the description as well. I'll take you to my website, lists everything out. Right, let's get to the pub.